Hey guys, so I am back and I am going to be making new videos. I think I'm going to make 8 more to explain the whole saga between Jessica Messica and, me, Miami, Cherries, all the other people that I know of that she offended. And I was watching one of Lexicon's recent videos. It was just another video of an argument that Vegas got into with someone way back in the day. And one of the comments reminded me of how stupid Jessica's people are. I don't know if Ariel is trying to say that Soil, also known as Cherries, is highlight groceries, or if she's saying that Vegas yelled at another person at some point. I don't know. But it's reminded me of how paranoid they are and how much they think that we've done to them that we just haven't done. And it reminded me of, like, I've seen screenshots of Jessica addressing Cherries in her Discord, like from like a year ago or something. And Cherries was not in her Discord at that point. Like, once we left Jessica's private Discord, and then once we were kicked out of Jessica's public Discord, like, we never were in her Discord, but they think that we created all these alt accounts and we stayed in her public Discord. And they think that we also, like, show up in Jessica's live streams and stuff. I have watched some of Jessica's live streams in the past, maybe 3 or 4 in the past year. But we are not regulars in her chat at all. If I'm there, I usually will say something so she knows that it's me. Um and but they think, like, I've heard people like message me in Discord and be like, "Hey, Jessica was talking about you guys and, like, talking to you guys in her stream, but, like, we weren't there." And it's just so funny to me how paranoid they are and how involved they think we are with them. Not too long ago, I don't know, it was like maybe a couple months ago was the last time I watched Jessica, and that was the first time in months. And the reason why I even knew that Jessica was live was because Miami is someone who was also in Jessica's private Discord and left, and who had some kind of online relationship with her that ended up very badly. But Miami was like, doesn't isn't on YouTube much anymore. She was a reaction channel and she did vlogs, but she doesn't really do it much anymore. But sometimes she does go on her YouTube just to see what's going on. So she went on there one day a couple months ago and she was like, "Why is Jessica adding me? I keep seeing that Jessica added me, like, in her description of her live streams, but I can't, like, when I click on the notification, it doesn't go anywhere. Have you guys been watching Jessica? Do you know what she's been saying about me?" I was like, "Girl, we don't watch her." I don't know. I don't know who or what she was saying. I don't know what she was saying about you. So I went to look and see if I could find out what she was saying, because I was curious, of course. If you're going to talk about one of us, I want to know what you're saying. And I couldn't find her either, but I did find she had a whole new channel. And that's when I knew she was live, and that's when I started watching, because it was about some juicy shit going on between Lexicon and that whole situation. So, like, Jessica's still adding Miami a year later, after all this drama has happened. She's still adding her. We don't even know what she was adding her about, but she's still doing it. I know that Jessica, when I used to watch her, she would add people just for the attention. So she may not have been saying anything about Miami at all. I don't know. But she was adding her. And I really do believe that Jessica thinks, and Ariel and the rest of them think, that we pay attention to them more than we actually do. Or we have more alt accounts than we actually do. And I'm wondering if that's what fuels their hatred for us, if they believe that we're doing stuff to them that we're not doing. Like, maybe that's, I don't know. But this reminded me of, like, I'm going to be making some more videos kind of explaining a lot of the shit that went down. But at one point in this saga, Jessica's crew started creating alt accounts using pictures of Cherry's husband, work associates, and they started doxing her in different comment sections or chats, posting old phone numbers that she had, her full name, all kinds of information. And they also used pictures of they also used pictures of Cherry's stalker, right? So after we started seeing these crazy ass alt accounts harassing charities, we created some alt accounts to harass them, namely Journey and what's her name? Brooklyn. But after we trolled in like Miami's chat and we trolled in like a couple of comment sections and stuff. After we did that a few times for like a few days, Miami was like, y'all doing too much, stop. So we stopped. And we haven't done any alt accounts or anything since February of last year. So February 2023 was the only time we ever really created any alt accounts or like teased them online in that way. But they think that we still do it, right? But we stopped. But instead, what we did do though is we did kind of play this game. It's kind of an ongoing game. We still kind of play it from time to time if something comes up or somebody thinks of it. But we started playing this game where we have this whole section in our Discord that's just a list of different alt accounts we would use if we did use them. Like we never actually created any actual alt accounts, but we created usernames basically. We created a bunch of different usernames, making fun of them, different usernames that they would create, but like we just never actually utilized them because we just didn't want to. We didn't mind talking shit about them, like in Monty's chat or in Hurl's comment section or something, but we didn't want to go as far as creating alt accounts. Number one, because I don't know, we kind of thought that the ones that we did create would stop them, and it didn't stop them, so we just knew that it really wasn't going to go anywhere. And also, Miami told us to stop. So we just never did. But we did create this game. So I just wanted to share some of those usernames with you guys because I thought it'd be funny to share it real quick while I'm working on some other videos, just as like a little interlude, I guess, of the whole saga. So here they are. And I'll explain what some of them mean as I go down the list. Okay, so I'm just going to go down the list of some of my favorite ones. Um, We have Helen Degenerate. Helen was someone in the Discord that ended up becoming a real bitch. We didn't know at the time, but she's an asshole. Her name was Helen. Her name was Journey, but her real name is Helen. So Helen Degenerate. Um, Jessica's Tired Mom. We have Weekend Children was another username that we made up because Jessica only had her kids on the weekend. Um, we have Baby Daddy Brother Fucker. Now that wasn't something I was ever going to say publicly, but since it's already out, that is from Jessica sleeping with her baby daddy's brother. Um, Centrum Silver Helen, because Helen, aka Journey, she said she was like 42 or something, but we found out it was very obvious that she was old, but she told us she was 42. But later on, when we found out information on her and we found like her Facebook or whatever, we found out that she was 57 actually. We have Helen's Lost Marbles because she's crazy as hell and she's a little bit senile. Old Mother Grey Goose because she's old and because she would always get drunk off of vodka. Jessica's Paranoid Activity because she's paranoid as hell. And she would go on these crazy ass rants about how she thinks ghosts and demons exist and are possessing people. So there's a lot of Helen ones here because this was around when Journey streamed Miami's Triple X content on Jessica's public Discord. So we were mad about it. So we have a lot of like anti-Helen ones. Jessica's Busted Zipper because her zipper was fighting for its life in those shorts she wore to court. We have Jessica's Straight Hair. Jessica's Brushed Hair. And those come from when Jessica, she went through this thing where she was always mentioning like hair and how messy Miami's hair looks. She talked about Monty's hair. Like she had like a hair thing. And then we were talking about it because someone said, like, one of us was like, Jessica told me she has like naturally curly hair, and another person was like, no, Jessica told me she had naturally straight hair. So basically Jessica's one of those bitches with curly hair that tries to pretend like it's not curly. She's also one of those bitches that talk shit about black people's hair. So we had like some hair ones. Jessica Meska's DUIBs. We have Narc Not Anonymous because she streamed an NA meeting. Purple Dye Titty Show. If you know, you know.
Miami, stop, girl. Miami, 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 Miami. Right now, I do understand that I have purple up to my eyebrows, but Miami. Miami, did you see or no? Yes, Miami saw it. Yes. I don't go.
Ariel's Miami foot fetish and Ariel's Miami knee fetish. So after Jessica and Miami had their falling out, they started posting pictures, like nude photos of Miami, um, and like Miami's triple X content. They started streaming it on Jessica's public Discord, right? And so we started seeing different alt accounts and usernames using her, like Miami's nudes. And then we started hearing about how they changed their photo for their Discord to like different pictures of Miami. And it would be like different body parts of Miami, like a knee or, a foot. And so it was just creepy and weird. Just like you're on the internet, you're in a chat, and then all of a sudden you start seeing like naked pictures of Miami in the chat. And so we had to make some usernames for that. The life of Helen, because Helen told some crazy ass stories about her life. Like the son abandoning her, and like her sister was like a paraplegic or something. And she used to take care of her sister, and she would have to carry her sister up and down the stairs in the house. But then one day Helen like left the house and then realized she forgot her keys. So she comes back into the house and her sister was up walking around. So her sister was basically scamming her and having her carry her around the house for no reason. So she had all these weird ass stories. So we had like the life of Helen as a username that we never used. Helen's drunk ass pussy. Um, let's see. The fist of Helen, because Helen was always talking about like Helen was really into Miami. Like she just really enjoyed Miami sex stories, which honestly I did too. But she was always asking questions about it, like, girl, like, how do I get into a sex club? I want to go to a sex club and watch. She recommended this vibrator to us. She used to talk about this vibrator and how powerful it was and how she almost passed out. Helen had this old woman sounding voice. So it was funny because she was like, this vibrator, you guys should really get this vibrator because it made us, it almost made me pass out. And she would talk about it like it was a jackhammer. Like I just imagine her in bed was like a jackhammer. And so I would like question her about like, girl, like where'd you get this vibrator? Did you get it from Lowe's? Did you get it from Home Depot? Like where can I get it? So then we so we have a fake username, the Helen Fister 3000. We have X Video Fan 90. That is for Jessica, since she was a fan of X Videos, and she was a fan of Miami's content before she pretended like she wasn't. Jessica Meska's mom's crowded apartment. Jessica's married work husband. She slept with her married work husband, and I remember her saying that she still kind of wanted him, but she was afraid to go back to him because she had gotten too fat. She didn't want to see him. She didn't want to see. She didn't want him to see her as fat as she had gotten. You have Jessica's shoulder, because Jessica has this thing. It's always like, I think her left shoulder is always visible for some reason. We have Brooklyn's trap baby. Brooklyn was another one of Jessica's minions who was in that old Discord, and she used to some of the women there were moms, of course, and she would ask like, "What's the best way to get pregnant?" Because I've been with this guy for 10 years, and like I'm not pregnant yet, and like he was always ignoring her, playing video games, and I guess she just wanted to get pregnant to like make him stay, which isn't gonna work. But yeah, she so she had basically she was trying to make a trap baby. We have Naked and Laughing's Anchor Baby, with the whole King Cobra thing happening right now. We have Naked and Racist. So these started coming up with the whole Naked and Laughing shit that's been going on now. We have Big Brookie Five Head. That's about Brooklyn's big ass forehead. We have Aging and Raging, which is also about naked and laughing. We have Dine and Dash Instacart Girlfriend. And that just comes from Brooklyn, her boyfriend, or was it her? No, her boyfriend used to steal Sephora for her, but she used to do DoorDash, and she would like steal the food from DoorDash, and they fired her. And I remember one time she showed us a picture of her car, and her car was like not clean. It was kind of dirty. It was like not the kind of car, like, you know how when you order from DoorDash, in the back of your mind, you're kind of like, I hope the car is clean. Like, I hope they're not doing nothing to my food, you know? She has the kind of car you don't want your food to be delivered in. And she showed us a picture of it, and I think she thought her car was normal because the picture wasn't about how she needs to clean her car or anything like that. It was just like a random picture of the inside of her car, and it's like, it's dirty. Yeah, so that's where that username comes from. And the last one I see here is Jessica's obese teeth because she has some fat ass teeth. I don't know. I can't explain it. She just has fat ass teeth. They just look fat to me. Like, look, don't it look like her teeth are trying to crawl their way out of her mouth? Like, they don't have the space. They're too big. I don't know. I don't know. It just looks. They just look obese. They look obese. They look like there's not enough space in her mouth to contain them. She just has high BMI teeth to me. I don't know. I don't know. But that's all the usernames that I see right now. There may be others spread out throughout the Discord. That's all the ones that I see. And that's it for now. I'm working on another video. The next video is going to be a recording of our last big fight where Vegas and Cherries went at it. So that's coming in the next couple days. And then from there, I'm going to talk more about what happened with Cherries and Miami and a bunch of other shit. So all that's coming. So yeah. Bye.